We have a sponsor for each hour of the day, and they paid to sponsor this drive. But in addition, they each give $25 to Macomb Market to go back in the Sure Find section and fill up baskets with those $25 each. And we're getting a hunk of stuff already, and it's only, what, quarter to 10, 20 to 10? The response has just been overwhelming already. We have more people needing help from the food pantries than ever before. And it's worse than post-Katrina, really, because they're now all in this area. And with the recession, and so many people out of work, there are people who need the help. And it's been a drain all year on the pantries. But they're now at the lowest ebb they've been, I think, in many years.
A lot of people don't realize that we have a problem in Macomb just like you do in bigger cities. Everybody thinks that folks that don't have something to eat for Thanksgiving or for any other time is a problem that you have in Chicago or Jackson or New Orleans or Baton Rouge. We have that problem right here in Southwest Mississippi. And I think people not only don't realize that, but they don't realize how much good they could do with just $1. If everybody gave $1 to the food pantries, we wouldn't have a problem. That's all it takes. A lot of people tend to get caught up in that thought that, you know, well, I don't have $20 or $50 to go give for that, so I'm not going to do it. No. We've had people that have pulled up and emptied the change out of the cup holder in their car and said, this is all I've got, but I want you to have it. It makes a difference. It helps. It can mean the difference between somebody having a meal for Thanksgiving and not.
We started the food pantry in 1999, October of 1999. And the first thing that we planned on doing was 65 and over or handicap. And from the day we started, we did people who weren't able to come in that still needed help with their food. And over the years, it's just gotten really serious, and especially in the last year. The people at Micah say the same thing that we do. We're having people come in who've never had to ask for help before. They're embarrassed about even having to ask for help. And we serve between 300 and 350 families a month. And we try to give between 55 and 65 pounds of food per month. That's what we shoot for. Donations have been off here like they have everywhere else. But we appreciate everything that comes in. We appreciate the food. We appreciate the help. A lot of people come to volunteer in the soup kitchen and in the food pantry, and we appreciate that. We get our food through Mississippi Food Bank, and for every pound that we buy, we get 2 pounds furnished, but there hasn't been near as much food to buy. That's been the problem, so we're having to depend on our donations. People need to be aware that if they have a few extra cans, they need to try to help somebody else with them. It doesn't have to be a big amount. We have people walk in with 5 or 6 cans, and we appreciate that just as much as we do cases, because if you have enough of that. One time that the radio did a fundraiser, they asked for dollar bills, and I drove by the mall and saw cars lined up in the rain to give the dollars, and I thought that was neat.
Well, this is through the good works of Michelle Lomas and the United Givers Fund. Hello, and it's their effort to supplement the charitable gifts of the season, and they're with us in doing it early because it needed early. So there we are, and we're having a great day, and they're backing us, and that makes it very important. It's the United Givers Fund Food Drive, sponsored by K106 and Sports Talk 1077. That's right. Well, listen, Paul is a big helper. He's the one who helps everybody with their goods and serves the whole store, and he's been doing it for how many years?
Yeah, since Jitney Young and Winn-Dixie by Buddy Davis.
By Buddy Davis. That goes back a long way, Paul.
Yes, sir.
Well, we're glad you're here today.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to keep you busy this afternoon.
I know it.
That's right. If everybody brought $1, we could go home. We'd be done. We'd be through. If everybody just showed up and said, here's $1. Heck, if everybody showed up and said, here's a quarter, we would just about be done, because it does not take that much. We have people that have given $25 and literally they have wheeled a buggy full of cases of food out here that were purchased with that $25. A buggy full of cases of food is not going to feed just one guy. It's feeding a whole bunch of people. It doesn't take that much, but it does take something. That's the difference. You can't sit there and wait for somebody else to solve the problem or say it's not your problem, because if you do it that way, eventually it will be your problem. And you get out of life what you put into it, I think is a good way to put it. And you need to take care of everybody else, your friends, your neighbors, strangers, people you don't like. Take care of them. It doesn't matter. It really does not matter. There is no reason for anyone during the holidays or any other time of the year to be going hungry, to be going without, just because you didn't have the time and you didn't have a spare dollar.